My name is Madara Uchiha. I am a legendary leader of the Uchiha clan, and today I am surrounded by 20 people from every clan of the Hidden Leaf. My first claim is simple. The village system we built, the very one you hold so dear, Hashirama, is nothing more than a structured way to send children to die while pretending it's for peace.
Madara, old friend, you're looking at it all wrong. I mean, before the village, children didn't even reach their teens. We created a place where they could grow, where they could have a future.
A future?
You mean a future where they are ranked by their ability to kill? Where we put them in teams of 3 and send them on missions to settle the petty squabbles of lords who don't even know their names?
It's about cooperation.
Is that right?
The will of fire is passed down. It's the light that guides the next generation. We gave them a home, Madara. A place where they aren't just soldiers, but brothers and sisters.
Are brothers and sisters? Who are taught that loyalty to the village comes before loyalty to their own blood?
Madara, come on.
You didn't stop the war, Hashirama. You just moved the battlefield inside a fence and gave it a flag. You traded the chaotic violence of the warring states for a cold, institutionalized violence that asks children to smile while they sharpen their blades.
You're focusing only on the shadow, not the tree. Yes, there is still fighting, but now we fight for something bigger than a clan name. We fight for each other.
No. You fight to maintain a status quo that benefits the few at the top. You were so desperate to stop the burying of children that you built a system that simply waits until they're 12 to bury them.
What are you talking about?
Your light is just the glare of a burning forest, Hashirama. I mean, you chose your brother and your village over the only family I had left. You traded the blood of the Uchiha for a shaky truce that fell apart the moment you died.
I did what was necessary for the greater good. I would have killed my own child, or even you, to protect the dream of the leaf.
And that is why your dream is a nightmare. A peace that requires you to kill your own heart isn't peace, it's just a different kind of war.
I knew we should have kept you sealed. Your mere presence is a threat to the stability of the state.
Ah, the architect of the police force. Tell me, how did your stability work out for my clan? You moved them to the outskirts, watched them from the shadows, and wondered why they became restless.
I gave the Uchiha a role. I gave them a purpose within the infrastructure of the leaf.
You gave them a leash. You feared the power of our eyes because you couldn't control it. You created a system of segregation and called it integration.
The Uchiha are a clan possessed by evil. Your emotions dictate your power. It's a biological risk to the village.
And your logic led to a child slaughtering his entire family to prevent a coup that your policies created. You didn't save the village from the Uchiha. You saved the village from having to look in the mirror.
I built the foundation, so you either need to be clear or stay clear. You know what I'm saying, Madara?
Oh, I hear you. If the foundation is built on the corpses of your own citizens, it deserves to be ash.
The ash of one clan is a small price to pay to keep the forest from burning entirely. You speak of corpses, but without the village, the body count would be immeasurable.
The calculated body count is still a massacre, Tobirama. You just put it on a ledger and called it state security.
Someone has to make the hard choices while you and my brother live in a fantasy world. The Uchiha were a volatile variable in a delicate equation.
An equation where the answer always equaled our subjugation. You didn't just fear our volatility, you feared our clarity.
Your clarity is just arrogance masked as enlightenment.
We saw through the illusion of your perfect
You
system.
equate your personal dissatisfaction with a systemic failure. The system works only for those who are willing to compromise.
Compromise? You mean submission. The village doesn't ask for cooperation. It demands total assimilation. Anyone who steps out of line is branded a traitor and dealt with in the shadows.
Every civilization requires a shadow to cast a light.
And in your desperate attempt to fight monsters, you institutionalized the monstrous.
The Anbu, the policies, they are necessary evils to protect the innocent from monsters like you.
You built a machine that runs on paranoia and child soldiers, and you dare to call it a sanctuary.
It is a sanctuary. It is the only thing standing between humanity and absolute chaos. We gave the world a blueprint for order.
Your blueprint is drawn in blood. You traded the chaos of the battlefield for the quiet, suffocating oppression of a police state.
A police state that survived for generations. Tell me, what did your philosophy ever build, Madara?
I am not trying to...
Nothing, but a legacy of rogue ninja and ruined landscapes.
Madara Uchiha, you speak as if everything is decided by birth and eyes. But I am here to prove that through the power of youth and hard work, a failure can surpass a
Hard
genius.
work. You've spent your entire life training to kick things because you lacked the talent for anything else.
Wow.
Keep it in mind. You are the embodiment of the leaf's cruelty. A boy who broke his own body to be a tool for a system that never
That is
valued
not
him.
true. Guy-sensei believed in me. My friends believed in me. The Leaf is a place where even someone like me can find a path.
A path to where? Exactly. To a hospital bed? I remember you at the Chunin exams. You dropped those weights and felt like a god for 5 minutes. Only
It
to
is
end
the effort that counts. The spring of youth never ends as long as you keep moving forward.
You are a tragic joke, Lee. You worship the very system that forced you to compensate for your defects with agonizing labor.
I am not a joke. I am a leaf of the hidden leaf. My fire burns hotter than your cold dreams.
Your fire. Once it breaks, you'll realize you're just an old man with bad joints and no legacy, while my eyes have seen the beginning and the end of time.
A legacy is not about living forever. It is about the people you inspire while you are here. Even if my body breaks, the seeds of my effort will bloom in the next generation.
Seeds planted in a graveyard. You sacrifice your limbs so another child can grow up to sacrifice theirs. It is pathetic, relay race, where the baton is just shared trauma.
Sure, you can call it trauma, but it is LOV. Guy-sensei taught me that protecting what is precious is worth any pain. I would rather live a short, brilliant life defending my comrades than an eternity in a fake world.
You romanticize...
You can look down on my efforts all you want, but the sweat and tears I shed are real.
My last claim is that reality is a failure. Humans are incapable of understanding one another. Therefore, the only way to achieve true peace is to give everyone their own perfect world.
Bullshit. People need to struggle and grow together.
Struggle. Tell that to the orphans in the Rain Village. Tell that to the people whose homes were leveled during your heroic battles. Your growth is paved with the bones of people who didn't want to be part of your story.
But we're finally working together now. All the nations are united. The war showed us that we have the same heart, no matter where we're from.
Only because you had a godlike threat to fear. The moment I am gone, or the moment a new threat vanishes, they will go back to arguing over borders and resources. Your unity has a shelf life, Naruto. You think you've changed the world because you shared a few memories through chakra?
It's more than that. I grew up here. My whole life I've seen the look in people's eyes. They don't want to fight anymore.
They don't want to fight today. But when the winter is long and the food is scarce, or when a neighboring village develops a jutsu that makes yours look obsolete, those eyes will look for targets.
I won't let that happen. I'll make sure everyone understands each other. I'll become Hokage and show them.
With what?
I never give up.
You'll die, your son will inherit your mess, and the cycle will start again. In my world, no one dies, no one loses a child, everyone wins.
I mean, who would even buy this shit?
You're just a lonely old man who couldn't handle the real world. Basically, from your claim, you want to force everyone into a dream because you were too weak to live in reality.
Weak?
I stood against the world and won. I am the only one brave enough to admit that reality is beyond nothing. Tell me, Sakura, in your reality, how many times have you been left behind? How many times have you watched the people you love hurt each other?
That's part of life. We heal. I'm a medical ninja. I know that pain is part of the process of getting stronger.
Why should there be a process at all?
Are you serious?
Why should a child have to feel the pain of a blade to learn a lesson? You worship suffering as if it's a teacher.
Very hilarious.
It's not.
We have friends in love, and you don't.
Unfortunately, I have the truth. Do you wish to know?
Oh, please.
You've got a husband who disappears for years at a time, and a village that's always one bad day away from being wiped out by the next god that shows up. In the infinite Tsukiyomi, Sasuke never leaves. Your parents are safe, and there is no need for hospitals.
Well, we both know that's bullshit, right?
We never know unless you try.
Oh, you.
What is wrong with these people?
Sorry about that. I've heard enough. You talk about my grandfather's dream as if it's a failure just because it isn't perfect.
100%.
But you're nothing more than a coward who abandoned the responsibility of building something real.
Coward? I am the one offering the world salvation. You are the one who spent years in casinos and bars because you couldn't handle the reality of losing the people you loved. And you're a doctor who can't heal the world. So you settle for bandaging its wounds.
Those wounds prove we're alive. Just know, we don't need a perfect dream where nothing goes wrong. We need the strength to keep going when everything does.
Oh, right. You are the granddaughter of a man who was too soft to do what was necessary. And yet, you possess none of his power. You're from a time that's dying out.
No, but...
I mean, look at your village. It's been destroyed more times than I can count. Tell me, how many more Hokages have to die before you realize the throne is just a target?
It doesn't matter how many times it's destroyed, because we will always rebuild it. And that is what you never understood. The leaf isn't a building or a person. It's the spirit of the people who refuse to give up.
Spirit doesn't stop a meteor, Tsunade. Spirit didn't save your brother or your lover. You're just gambling with the lives of the next generation, hoping this time the dice rolled
I'll
differently.
beat my life on the next generation. I don't care. That is my ninja way, and it was my grandfather's
Then
too.
you die, as he did, clinging to a dream while the world continues to rot around you. You're not a leader, you're just guiding a funeral procession. Well, that was predictable. They chose the dirt over the stars. They always do. But don't worry. When the moon turns red and the branches reach out for you, you'll thank me. Until then, enjoy your will of fire. I'll be waiting in the only world that actually makes sense.